Warning, warning, PSA, public service announcement for all. This has massive implications for your future freedoms, your wealth, your retirement, your kids, your grandkids, etc. Did PayPal sneak in the $2,500 fine again? We're going to check into that a little bit, but that's not really the point of all this. We know what the answers are, and we know what the answers will be tomorrow. Even if they didn't do it this second, they will do it tomorrow. Will they not? Will we continue to choose slavery, or will we choose freedom? Which way is life going? Let's just sit back and think for 1 second. Which way is life going? Is it getting more tyrannical? Are there more freedoms being taken? Is there more wealth being destroyed? Or is there less being destroyed? Are there less destruction of freedoms? Is there more sanity? Are we using more science in biology and anatomy? Are we using more physics and math? Or are we just doing postmodernism, subjectivism, and just making our own rules, moral relativism, and just making our own rules, making your own thoughts? You let me know. So when you have that answer, you'll know which way this is going. Imagine this. You go to pay your bills, and all of a sudden you notice a $2,500 debit to your account. You now have $11.05 left in that account. How do you pay the utilities for your home with the 3 children in it? You are now facing power loss to your home where you rely on it for feeding and keeping your children warm and safe. It's January. You live in Montana, Colorado, Michigan, the Northeast. What do? Well, there's not much you can do. There's things you should have done. You see the name PayPal next to the debit in your PayPal account or in your bank account. You could easily be your Chase account. It could easily be your stock brokerage account. It could be your life insurance company. It could be any company that the government chooses to get its hands on. Remember, the government has a monopoly on violence, on the military, on force. We've given them that. We have given them that ability. So they can force damn near anyone to do anything they want with enough pressure, with enough canceling, with enough goading, enough bribing. You can get centralized entities to do really anything you want. The Germans proved that in the 1930s that, well, the government's not doing it. It's the private companies that are doing it. What do? We can't do anything about it. It's just the private companies. Well, that's because, as we found out, they were all in bed together. That's the dirty little secret. They were all in bed together. Kind of like right now, is it not? Can we say that? Are we allowed to say that? Are we going to get canceled? What's going to happen? See, bad things happen in life when good people stand down and don't do anything. An small irate minority has massive implications. That's the American Revolution. That's the French Revolution. And every revolution there is. True revolution, true action, true mobility, true foundational principles, nature's law, first principles, generalized principles. That's what this is about in the day. As I said a million times, we are the ones that rule over the government, not the other way around. They work for us at the consent of the government. At the consent of the governed. We're going to have to pull up the Constitution and the Declaration. We're going to start going through that. Because at the end of the day, again, people want to not talk about these things. Well, guess what? You will live in the gulag, because this has happened hundreds of thousands of times throughout history. Your TikTok's gone. Your Amazon delivery is gone. Everything's gone. I mean, that's where we're getting to the point now where we have to start lining up the dominoes for everyone to say, hey, this is what will happen. This is what's going to happen if you keep going on this road. Because I feel like a broken record for 20 years for saying, hey, guys, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. And then it's happening. They're coming in and directly censoring you. Then you've got half of the world, seemingly, yahoos, literally can't get out of their own way, cheering it on. Newsflash. When the other guy's in power, that'll be you. That's the hilarious part in all this. It's just so beyond frustrating. We are a collection of individuals. This is the state versus you. It's not red versus blue. This is the state versus you. It's collectivism versus individualism. It's, do you want to be grouped in with the herd and corralled in with the herd? Or do you want to be able to live your life, make your own decisions, do what you want, and actually grow wealth? And not be watching the wealth gap run away, and not be able to afford the things you want, and not be able to pay your bills, not be able to get what you want in life, not be able to go out to dinner, not be able to pay for your kids' college, whatever it might be. What is it we want at the end of the day? Or do we just want the overlords to take care of us from cradle to grave? What is it we truly want? Because seemingly there's a F ton of people out there that just want someone else to take care of them and don't have the self-esteem, don't have the dignity of their own self to pull themselves up and go out and do something. I, for one, am not going to stand for that because I know we're all meant for more. We are a part of creators of this universe. God created us in his image. And he surely isn't sitting there doing nothing and sitting there and playing video games and eating ding dongs and just letting life go by. I don't truly believe, whether you believe in creation or evolution, either one doesn't work. God didn't create us to sit here and do nothing. And evolution says, if you believe that, you can't go on. Life doesn't go on. Humans don't go on. The race doesn't go on if people aren't reproducing, if they're not following nature's law, if they're not following evolutionary principles and fighting and driving the race forward. That's not how it works. So either way, doesn't look good. Again, the government coercing and suppressing you through entities. The Germans did in the 30s. They want you to follow their rules and their beliefs and be good little boys and girls. Treat you like the dumb arse that you really are, because that's exactly what they believe of you. They're going to insult you every single day. They're going to tell you the things you aren't seeing, the things you're seeing with your eyes aren't real. It's already happening. Just over and over and over and over again. Telling us that inflation is because companies are raising prices. What are you literally talking about? What, you're going to tell me next that the tail wags the dog? What are we doing? And adults take this. They just take it like, yep, you're right. You're right, government. You're just so right. Mind you, the government's never been right about anything. Where are the weapons of mass destruction? What? The government's never been right about anything, and we're gonna believe them. This is beyond me. It's so beyond me. Social credit scores. If you think this is extreme, look over to China, where you're getting docked because of what you say or don't say. And again, private companies, they can do what they want. We think that's good for a business? Docking people, losing half your customers? Do you think that's really good for business? Or do you think it's maybe because government's pressuring them to do something? Again, only you have the answer. Probably not a good business move, so why are they doing it? If you think this is extreme, look over to China, where this is happening on a daily basis. Docking money from your accounts because of something you said to coworkers or said on a social media site, something you ate, something that you went off your diet, whatever it is. Now you're locked out of public transit. Now you're locked out of airlines. Now you're locked out of using your money unless it's online within your own boundary of your home, within your city. Your car shut off. Your electric car gets shut off. Welcome to central bank digital currencies. That's the dystopian, Orwellian world we are entering. Freedom, Bitcoin, or slavery, central bank digital currencies, and letting government, big tech, be in bed together and just rout you. Just take everything from you, your wealth, your freedoms, everything. What's going to happen? People just think like, I'm just going to live my life and like my life's fine right this second. Nothing, government can run this stuff. They can run all this stuff. Like my life's going to be the same. No, your life's not going to be the same at all. You will be living in hell. I don't know what people just think like this. Okay, like things will be fine. Things will just continue this way. And like government, what? I'm going to outsource all my decision making. I'm going to outsource all my thinking. This is the most powerful mechanism on earth, our brain, and the most dynamic system of systems, our body we have, and yet we treat them like they're nothing. It's so sad. This stuff just really grinds my gears. Again, welcome to big tech and the legacy financial system, docking everything you do in life, outing you, freezing on the system, shutting your car down, shutting your utilities down, shutting your phone off. This is coming. This is like, where else are we led to believe? What, are we going the other direction? Do we believe like, no, we have more freedom coming this way? No, this is where I'm prognosticating. I'm saying this is where I believe this is going, because they've only been the downwards keep falling, and when the momentum's going, it just keeps going. Plus, we're at the end of this monetary cycle. We're at the end of the debt cycle. We're at the fourth turning. We're at the decentralization cycle. All these cycles are convening. So they have the drowning man. The unproductive class is the drowning man in the water, drowning and trying to grasp at everything they can. So they're going to do crazier and crazier things. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Again, another prediction I've made. It's going to get worse before it gets better. That's why we must get prepared. Food, water, energy, barterability, gold, silver, Bitcoin, food, security, cameras, firearms, weapons, being secure, being resilient, being independent. It's the only way out of this. That's it. And hope that you're standing on the backside of this, and that your children and grandchildren can look at you and say, what did you do? When my freedom hung in the balance, what did you do? Banks and governments are tracking every purchase and move you make. George Orwell is rolling in his grave. This is a sounding of the alarm, a Paul Revere moment. And here, again, PayPal, it's been an uproar. People saying, oh, yeah, look, they're doing it again. This is just a canary in the coal mine. Like these people, they're going to keep doing this. Dystopian things are always happening in life. The life's all about change. And when good people are not diligent and constantly on alert, then bad things creep into life in every walk of life. And one of the biggest travesties is that good people just think, okay, we won that, or we did something good here, and then I'm just turn my back and great, that's done and over with. Don't never think about it again. Wrong. Evil is always, always trying its best, and it comes back again. You defeat it, and it comes back again. That's how evil works. That's how Satan works. This is so beyond frustrating. How in the world does this stop? Again, like I said, the PayPal thing doesn't even, it is what it is. Whether it's happening or not, I'm not going to go read through the owner's manual. I'm not going to use PayPal. I could care less. But I know, that, again, this is a canary in the coal mine. This is probably happening. We're a private company, so we can do what we want. We're going to tick off half our customers and lose half our customers. Yeah, that's great for business. No, of course they're being pressured. Of course. So that's what's going to happen. That's what they're going to do. They're going to try to hide it from you, and people are going to take it. People are going to take it. You're the frog in the boiling pot. How in the world does it stop? If only there was some type of digital property, pristine digital property, digital asset that was finite, digital scarcity. And it was decentralized, peer-to-peer, immutable, uncensorable, trustless, permissionless. No one could take it from you. No one could censor you. No one could freeze you. Buy it. Buy Bitcoin. Get it off the exchanges. Get your assets into self-custody, your cold storage wallet. Self-custody of your own assets and money is the peaceful revolution. This is the game. The more of us that do this, the faster we win. The faster central banks are gone, and the more freedom we have, and the less people get hurt in the process. If we overrun them, they can't do anything about it. The more people that are out of the system, they can't do a thing about it. People worry about the government. Oh, you're already a criminal. We're already all criminals. They've already passed so many laws. And again, that's a whole other road to go down. They've already passed so many laws because we've let them pass so many laws over the last 100 years that we are criminal for everything, for anything we do. Anything they want you, they will get you. So you better be prepared. This is the end game. This is why this is so important, because this is only going to get worse. It'll get worse before it gets better. And it's all fun and games until you're the person or your family member is the one that's in the cruiser. I don't know how else to say it. No person should be forced to use money that can be censored, or forced to use money and be taxed on what another person can print up. Don't get caught with your pants down. PayPal and the government have shown you who they are. Big tech, military industrial complex, big pharma, big oil. Come on. Does anyone show you out there that they can be trusted, or that it's going the other way, like we've said earlier? This will only get worse, and the constant tilt of centralized organizations moves towards monopolies in business or tyrants in government. That's businesses want to be a monopoly. They want to just destroy everything so that way they can do whatever they want and be a monopoly. Government's the same way. They want to destroy everything, take all the freedom so that way they can be tyrants and despots and have all the power over people. That's how these things operate. That's why it's paramount on the people, on private citizens, to keep everyone in check and be diligent and elect in leaders who are going to keep the rules of the game honest and equal for equal playing fields. But apparently we can't do that. This American experiment is not going well anymore. So we need immutable code. We need a Bitcoin code. We need rules, not rulers, because rulers have not worked. We've had rulers without rules. Now we need rules without rulers. And that's where we're going. And that's what will continue happening. That's why the fundamentals of Bitcoin have never been stronger. That's why it continually keeps growing. Hash rate keeps going up. More miners coming on the network. More of the Lightning Network growing. More wallets being added every single day. Price is down, and that's why it's stabilized. People think, oh my gosh, it's down, this and that. Bitcoin's less volatile than the S&P 500 the last 2 years. Again, you're not going to see that anywhere. We showed you that. We showed that somewhere in social media here this week. This is why no one wants you to know that. Central banks don't. The biggest powers in the world don't want you to know that. There's nothing they can do about it. Again, if you aren't in on this, then you're actively saying, yes, I'm fine with the slave legacy system that we have. That's what you're saying at the end of the day. and saying, well, woe was us. We tried. It was a great experiment. You know what? Whatever. We're going to give in to these oligarchs. No, we have a choice. We actually have a choice now. 13 years ago, we didn't have a choice. We had to fight it out. We had to literally fight against the government. Now it's just a peaceful revolution. Now you can just say, nope, I'm opting out. I'm in this system over here. Brand new system, its own social media, its own banking, basically, immutable code, wealth generation, you name it. It's all being done. It's literally all being done and being built. And so much is being built right now that it would blow your mind. And it's already, a lot of it's done, but think of everything that's been done in Bitcoin. It's going to be 1,000x in the next couple of years. Government entities will continue going through private companies or agencies to administer their policies. This is in direct opposition to individual freedoms and natural law. Society is made up of millions of individuals. Newsflash. The unproductive class will not stop and will only respond to us, the people that it works for, through a coordinated effort to resist their attempts to silence the masses. It only takes a small irate minority to affect change. Again, if you don't like Joe Biden, if you don't like Donald Trump, it doesn't matter. If you can't vote, it's not auditable, you don't know what the hell's going on, what does it matter? Again, you don't have a vote. It does not matter at the end of the day. That's why we need rules without rulers. How to become self-sovereign in minutes. Do not be like the Canadian truckers and get your accounts frozen. Do not be like the Russian government and have your accounts frozen. Do not be like Yay and have your accounts frozen. Do not be like the PayPal customers and be stripped of your free speech by corporations. A couple of videos I just did in the last week or so about using Bitcoin Lightning Network as an infinitely better version of PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, everything. And a quick tutorial about how you can set up your own account within 3 minutes. You can have an account, none of your information system, literally just write down your seed phrase. That's it. Get a couple of words stored in your head, and you're good to go. And then you can put it in cold storage eventually. But that's how easy it is. So please watch those videos. You are self-sovereign, your own bank. No one can take that from you. Here's the steps, really quick. No affiliate links. There's nothing in here, whatever, nothing. I don't have links to it. Download Strike or Swan Bitcoin. Put your account information in and purchase Bitcoin. Better yet, start getting paid in Bitcoin from other individuals. You can get paid your paychecks through Strike, actually, and deposit your information there, and they will pay you in Bitcoin. It'll redirect it in there. Or you can get paid just directly from other people for doing things from them, and you can get paid right through there. Send it to a self-custodial wallet, like Moon Wallet or Blue Wallet. Once you have small amounts in your mobile wallet there, then send it to a cold storage that you buy separately from the source, a physical hardware wallet that you can send to and keep completely secure outside the system. Keep that 12 to 24 word passphrase, seed phrase, safe from your cold storage. You can fly anywhere in the world with an unlimited amount of monetary value located in your memory. You can just remember the 12 to 24 words, or you can have the cold storage on you. That's it. You have unlimited value, infinite value you can have in your head. Couple of simple steps and you're completely outside the system. Welcome to the new economy, the new parallel system being built alongside the crumbling legacy world. Bitcoin is the life raft, the Bitcoin network, not just the token, the asset, but the network is literally being built all around the world. Hundreds of thousands of nodes and miners building this, completely decentralized, nothing like it in existence. Couldn't it be? It's infinitely more robust than the legacy system, than the banking system. That goes down, done, gone. Facebook goes down, gone. One node, one miner goes down, 100 miners go down in Bitcoin. It doesn't matter. TikTok, next block, just keeps going. The whole new world. P.S. Another quick PSA. The World Economic Forum just hand-selected the new UK Prime Minister. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how they just got to select him just out of nowhere. But he's the son-in-law of billionaire founder of Infosys, who is pushing central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, ironically. Do you really believe this ends here? In a world where we are all breaking a law and could be found guilty of something, depending on who is in power. And here you go. Here's just a couple snippets of putting the things together, just connecting the dots for you. Infosys talking about CBDCs and talking about Bitcoin. What do you know? Oh, they were supposed to do this, supposed to do that. And here's Mr. Murthy himself, one of the founders of Infosys. And here we are, India and Infosys' favorite son-in-law, Rishi Sunak, is the next UK Prime Minister. You can't make this stuff up, folks. As they say, and they joke about, the World Economic Forum, we always get our man in the end. Well, the time has come. The time is now. And the time is over for the unproductive class. It's time for the individual. It's time for the families, for the men, the women, the children, people who love freedom and liberty to stand up. It's our time. Stay strong. again, if you enjoyed this, please let me know, how we can help. I'd be glad to even help people set their accounts up and help people do that. It might be something that a service actually I provide going forward. But please let me know if you'd be interested in me helping you do that, in getting set up outside the system and taking sovereignty of everything in your life. And we'll actually have, going forward, we'll put up, just so I can show you guys as well, we'll have a Bitcoin Lightning invoice where you can QR codes and you can QR tips. So if you like the work we're doing here, you can tip $1 or $5 or $10 or $1,000 or whatever the heck it is. But you can tip whatever it is you want, and then we'll do some stuff with that over time and just kind of make it more interactive. But if you appreciate what we're doing, you can give tips, and using the Bitcoin network is the best way to do it. And until we are on things like Zion and Ghost, some of the platforms that are actually, you can stream sats, the tips right through the system and not be taken off servers, not canceled. We will be on that soon in the coming months. So I look forward to doing that. But in the meantime, we'll probably do stuff like that, whether it's on YouTube or some of these other channels where it's outside of the system, completely outside the system, and it's just peer-to-peer value back and forth. So, and then again, it's another way to get used to doing that back and forth, obviously. And I want to be able to have everyone, I want to be able to live, walk the talk and live in that world and be in the value for value economy. So if I provide value, then please, let me know. And that's obviously a way you can show it. And like I said, if there's some people that need help, please let me know as well. If there's things that you don't like, please put them in here. What you don't like, you dislike it, and like what we can do better, and give you more value, more content, more education in future videos, future blogs. And again, we appreciate your time. It's the most important asset we have besides Bitcoin. The only two finite things we have, Bitcoin and time. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next one.